back to China, recently the council, and you mentioned this about the food, recently the Council of Foreign Relations published an article stating that food has increasingly become a tool of war. The article focuses on things like supply chains and global transport corridors, military targeting. But however, if food has become a tool of war, shouldn't we assume that China will use that as another tactic in their asymmetric warfare to target the American people? We know China is buying up American farmland across the country, but I'm sure the CCP is also getting ideas or getting inspired when they see mass public health crisis induced by our chemical heavy processed food supply. How can the Maha reforms to our food supply that RFK Jr. is trying to implement act as a first line of defense in this modern food warfare?
Yeah. So I have been heartened by some states, like I believe Arkansas, that have
Mhm.
outlawed the purchase of farmland by China,
Yeah.
um, or any foreign country. Why do we have foreign countries buying farmland? Like, get out. Like, no. And they hide themselves in like this or that, holding corporation. But it is well worth implementing state laws to prohibit that. I think that it'll be interesting to see if that type of law spreads, if there will be
Mhm.
lawsuits.
Mhm.
Lawsuits lead to discovery. So that's, I don't know if they would sue. But, if we did that at the federal level, it would be very interesting to see how that would play out legally.
Yeah.
But in a national security context where there are national security equities and food security equities, one thing that the news has barely reported on, and
Mm.
it was especially kind of popping off during the COVID pandemic,
Mm.
was this random disasters at food processing centers around
Mm.
the country that